Hello, hello. Welcome to this video to the group, Winning Strategies for Government Contracts. You received this because we have your email and we wanted to send this to you directly to you since you are a new member. Thank you for joining the group. What I would like to say is if you have people working with you, a partner, or just someone else that wants to work with you during your journey, have them be a part of the group because it's much better to have other people involved so that you can communicate and grow together and take the journey together. So if things will work out for you a lot better. If you don't, it's fine. We still will be here to help you hold your hand and everything else that goes along with it. So thank you for joining Winning Strategies for Government Contracts. So today, the topic is 5 reasons you should be selling to the government. Instead of doing an ebook, I decided to do a video to show and tell you why you should be selling to the government. And I am going to be sharing that information with you today. Hi, my name is Pam Knight, Chief Business Strategist, and I hope you're going to enjoy being in Winning Strategies for Government Contracts. There are a lot of other government contracts going there, but we're going to be working with you as a coaching and consulting group so that you can be on the fast track to getting into the business of government contracting. And I hope you will enjoy it here. So government contracting, 5 reasons you should be selling to the government. Number 1, government wants to work with you. Number 2, government spending is consistent. Number 3, government pays its bills. Number 4, decision-making is transparent. Number 5, location doesn't matter. Isn't that great? I think it's great. So let's go over this and let's talk about all the 5 things that I mentioned. The government wants to work with you. So you are a small business or one-person business or even a mid-sized business. The federal government mandates that all government contracts over $3,000 and up to maybe $100,000 to $200,000 be reserved for a certified small business. Now, we're not going to talk about a certified small business, but let me just say this. Make sure your infrastructure is in place. So when it comes time for you to actually get a contract, everything is in order. You won't have any problems and you should be able to win. Number 2, government spending is consistent. So what does that mean? Unlike spending in the private sector, government spending is somewhat predictable year after year. For example, the government, wait for this, spends $537 billion on government contracts. Did you just hear what I said? $537 billion on government contracts. I don't know about you, but I would want some of that money as a small business. And that's why the government wants to work with you. They have to give some of that business to small business. And if you are part of that billion-dollar money, you can be making millions of dollars of business, okay? As a small business. I'm just saying, I know I would want that. And see, here's the other thing. You'll be in the big leagues. You'll scale faster when you're doing government contracts. So I just want to, just kind of put that out there. Number 3, the government pays its bills. While slow collections and some unpaid debts are part of working in the private sector, the government typically pays within 30 days if you follow the billing rules. What does that mean? If you follow the billing rules, that means you have to invoice correctly. They will tell you or show you how you should invoice. So you shouldn't have any problems getting paid. But here's another thing. If you are on a simplified acquisition, which we'll talk about at some future time, the government will use electronic funds transfer to speed the payment or purchase cards to speed the payment up. So for example, a simplified acquisition is just what it says, something simple. You don't really have to write a proposal or anything for, maybe show your capability statement. But here's what happened. If you have a merchant account, you can let the government knows that. And then what will happen is you call them up and say, can I pay, pay this invoice? I like to pay, I like to get paid for my invoice. Then the government will say, here, ready. What's the card number? And go from there. And then you get paid what? Immediately. Okay, so if you are not set up for a merchant account, I would advise that you do get set up for a merchant account. But the government also have purchase cards, is what they call it, if you want to use theirs as well. So I'm just giving you ways that instead of waiting for 30 days, if it's a simplified acquisition, you can get paid within 15 days at the most. Okay, just want to let you know. Decision making is transparent. So the private sector, if you're buying in the private sector, the government purchasing system is extremely transparent. What does that mean? The government agencies buy many products and services they need from small business owners like you who meet certain qualifications. Remember when I just said your infrastructure has to be in place for them to even do business with you? And that's what we do here in winning strategies for government contract. We got to make sure your business infrastructure is put together good enough for you to be able to work on these contracts, because otherwise you won't be able to work on them. So if you're a part of our group, we're gonna get you there. And I say that with real sincere. We have to, because that's the only way you're gonna win contracts. Your infrastructure have to be together. And number 5, let's go there. Location doesn't matter. So here's the deal. Oh, what happened here? Let's go back. Okay, location doesn't matter. So here's the deal. Federal agencies are located all around the country. So you typically do not have to live or work in the DC area. Thank goodness for that, because at one time you did. You had to have an office. They didn't like you having PO boxes, and they still don't like you having PO boxes. So it's good that after times have changed to do contracting work for the federal government. However, if you're not ready for the federal government or you don't see anything in the federal government, you can always do business with your state and local government. That could be your starting point right there. But once you know how to do state and local, federal is not too much different from that. They all sort of have the same structure. Some things may be a little different, but they all have the same structure. So it's a choice that you can make. It's not like you can't. And that's why I said it's always good to have multiple streams of income. And when I say this, I'm not talking about network marketing. I'm talking about working in the federal government, the state government, the local government, your corporate, and so forth, and private sector, small business. So you're looking like, Pam, that's a lot of information you just gave me. Okay, now what do I do? How can I get some help? Will somebody be able to help me because I am just getting started or I am stuck? It's got to be one or the other. So what help would you need to get your government contracting business off the ground? What would you think you need? So what I want you to do is ditch the overwhelm and schedule a free assessment call so that we can help you stop the confusion that you may have. That's the only way it's going to stop, is to schedule an assessment call with us. Of course, you can still keep going around and around in circles. Excuse me. Where you are stuck is what we will talk about, and how we will get you out of being stuck if you schedule a free assessment call. What help will take you to get back on top of things so that you can be ready to move forward in your business. So what I want you to do, since you're in this group, is stop beating yourself and looking all around and not getting the answers you need to move forward. So now that you know why you should be selling to the government, get started, ask questions, let us know where you're stuck, let us know if you need help, if you are already working with the federal government. Just want to help you. So look, learn how to build your business and become a solution provider for government. So you see on one side, you see that we have a business card. That's it, CBSA healthcare staffing. So this is my business. So my business, on one side, we provide medical and non-medical staffing to the government. On the right side, we provide professional services, project management, administrative, clerical, IT services, okay? So learn how to build your business and become a solution provider for the government. The solution is providing staffing to the government so that they can get the work done to serve the community. Solution provider, that's very important. Very, very important. So again, welcome to Winning Strategies for Government Contracts. You are on your journey to learning new things or getting from being unstuck. And we hope you enjoy your stay here and tell everybody about us. I would, love for you to do that. But we'll be getting more people in as we start pushing this out. So in conclusion, let's go over what we say and why you should be selling to the government. The government wants to work with you. You already know that because you're a small business. Government spending is consistent. They let you know what they're going to be spending. The government pays its bills, which means within 15 to 30 days, the government will put it directly into your account. Decision making is transparent. They already know what they're going to do or what they're going to be selling. Location doesn't matter. So you can work anywhere, even in your bedroom, in your socks, in your pajamas, whatever the case may be, you can work there. And last thing I want to say is schedule your free assessment. Okay. So if you want to schedule your free call, put it in the chat and someone will get back to you, or leave a message in the messenger or within the Facebook page. We can't talk to everybody because everybody's not going to be ready. So only schedule if you really, truly want help. There is no money involved. Put away your credit cards, none taken here. This is just to see where we can help you and put forth some helpful strategies that you could put in place immediately. All right. So again, welcome to Winning Strategies to Government Contracts. Tell all your friends, and thank you for joining me on this video. Bye-bye.